day, good people, in the fine day, in the year of the vibrant, and it is going to be a not so vibrant time for Sprinkles, who seems to potentially be stepping up to the challenge and is not going to have to face off with one or two but three of his traumas, his deepest traumas. Splendid wrestling and fire all in one match in a perfect storm of hatred. And I'm not looking forward to calling that match. We'll see how that all plays out at Ticket to Paradise. That being said, we do have a nice little card for us. We have our 6 competitors from each of the Gauntlet Eliminator matches. In those things with the things and the who's and the what's and the stuff, in those Gauntlet Eliminator matches, the winner will enter last in the chamber. We will see how this all plays out, though. I'm very excited. Anywho, we're starting off how we usually start off, and I am still concerned for the girly, but going one-on-one with Neru is, I don't know. We'll find out. But before we start that, we will find out what kind of match, as well as Mona and Cherry face off against the Black Sheep, Haru and Furina, in 2-on-2 action in the match type that the girlies Crack the Whip have selected. I think it's an interesting choice. I will elaborate on why they chose that, because they have told me. And Gen said he wants to prove that he can be extreme. Tonight he goes one-on-one with an opponent of his choice to maybe make Skeletor shake in his boots a little bit. We'll see. It's extreme. It's actually no holds barred tonight. But we got to start off with Neru. Neru, best of luck to you. And we'll do it actually right now, because I can start it right now. Yes, very good. Good. As the stars. Wait a minute. As the stars go. Black. So let's address the elephant in the room. I still don't know how Neru is coming back after this. Neru, at the very least, avoided any extra harrowing damage that happened in the match Friday against Sandrona. This past Friday, she was broadly on top the entire time. There was a nasty move in the ring by Sandrona, but you know what? She's already so beaten up and battered and worn down. God. At least the medical team said that she isn't any worse from this past Friday than she was the previous Sunday. With that in mind, that is still harrowing for somebody to try and get into the ring, is what I've been told. Some of them, at least what Naomi said to me specifically, it's a wonder she can even walk down to the ring without just collapsing. I don't know what is powering her to finish this open challenge, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's worrying. And I can only hope that whoever is challenging tonight, anybody can answer this open challenge from anywhere, and I'm concerned. If it's like another Sephiroth, girl might not make it to Ticket to Paradise, you know what I mean? What do we got, though? Danger. Who is this? Zangief? From Street Fighter? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. That's like a, he's like an actual, not an actual, he knows how to wrestle. He is a professional wrestler, Zangief, of the Street Fighter variety. Now hold on a minute. That's a brick wall of a man. Oh, Neru, girly. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Neru's starting to have the scars that Zangief has, dude. Oh my gosh. still ready to do it, and apparently so is Zangief too. One-on-one, it is Sicko rules. 2 out of 3 falls. Everything legal, and he looks like he's just about to tear Neru apart at the start of this matchup. She's already starting to lose consciousness in this thing. Oh my gosh! Still fighting on, but like a second into this matchup, able to just wear her down. That's how badly she's been beaten down and brutalized, but she still has the power to lift up the massive Zangief. My gosh, and then Zangief right back at it, trying to crack the skull of Neru afterwards. Dude. That's what I was talking about. That's a testament to how hard Neru's been fighting. Neru's been unable to stand, like, keep her footing after those 2 massive moves from Zangief. Nearly cracked her skull, didn't take much. Nearly ripped apart her traps, didn't take much. And Neru is feeling the onslaught of this Russian professional wrestler from Street Fighter, dude. That's 1. It's just 1. She tried to steal this one. And I think we're gonna see, I was gonna say we're gonna see a Neru that's more concerned about preserving herself for Ticket to Paradise than she is being a Sicko, but I don't know if that's really the case. Right now there's been no weapon. She's showcasing her own strength. And running with that power slam. Stood right back up. Tossed into the ropes, popped up, and spine buster down. Zangief stands up immediately, though. But I will say, Neru's been the first person to do a little bit of damage onto... Oh, no. Zangief with a reversal. We've seen Neru do that before. She'll usually just sweep you to the side. It's not actually a pile driver. It makes me sweat a little bit every time I see it. But now Zangief is the one to go under the ring first. And he gets a trash can. And I have to reiterate over and over again that that is a massive, massive man. Neru took a second to celebrate. And maybe taking a second longer to get dropped onto the trash can and to the ropes. We're sneaking a roll up for not even 1. Sneaking a roll up for this on this bear of a man, and again lifting him up. And that is, I don't know how she does it. I don't think I could do that normally. How big that man's is. But I do need to point out, she's doing that through all of the pain. She's doing that through all of the aches. And is this a vertebraker? It sure is. Goodness gracious, Neru. A move for the Sickos and Yuri. I don't know if Yuri is, well, I mean, maybe a little bit. I was going to say, I don't know if Yuri's a Sicko exactly. And then I was like, well, no, I don't know about that. Running at Neru. Neru, who I thought had a reversal there, but instead, Zangief is ready to tear her limb from limb in this ring. Goes under the ring, and no, please. No, 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 no. We've had enough of this during these open challenges. Come on. Come on. No, Neru, come on. We've had enough of those during the... I forgot. So much has happened. I did legitimately forget. Hold on a minute. It's trying to choke. Wait, no. Wait, is this a submission? And that's desperation. We don't often, I don't know if we've seen Neru go for a real submission hold at all during these open challenges. Like ever. Popped up. Dropped down. And a big body splash right afterwards. Cracking the back of Akita Neru. Lifted up. Wait, but reversed. It looked like Zangief was gonna throw her all the way onto the ladder outside the ring, but instead rolled right back, and that is 1. Rolled right back for another, not even 1 kick out. Not even 1 kick out into the ropes. Zangief probably looking for something sinister, looking for something a real Sicko would love, but Neru able to get over top of it. I think actually may have reversed the finisher as she plants Zangief down. Zangief is actually taking a lot of body damage, but I want to pay attention to both. I was going to say both members and their vitality. I was going to say both very high, but after that signature and maybe this finisher combination, Neru still might work her way back up, but Zangief, as I said earlier, knows, and this is the one advantage that, at the very least, Neru's had over all of her opponents. They don't know their way around a wrestling ring. Zangief is different. She does not have that advantage. She's got purple bar on her bar currently. She can't reverse right now, but now she has the ability to if she needs be. Tried to hit that move again. Zangief just too big. Perhaps. I don't want to say too big because we know Neru, she's real strong. Girly is real strong. Stomped right on the face of Neru right afterwards and stood up again. Zangief from behind. Oh my gosh. Zangief just dropping Neru. Zangief just planting Neru. Thank goodness he didn't release. That would have sent her all the way across the ring. Turn around one more time. A trio of suplex to the back and the neck of Neru, but able to kick out. She did not have resiliency as well. So that was all Neru. That was 100% Neru getting out of that thing. Wait, no. Y'all are sickos in the audience too. Don't cheer for that. Yes, he put it down. I'll cheer for that. Not over the top rope. Neru I thought was going for another ladder spot, but that is not the case here. Oh, reversal with a knee strike to the face. And Zangief on the other hand. Oh, somebody stop him. Neru, no, her back, her spine. No. That's like a massive bear jumping on you. That's like the Wile E. Coyote in one of them Acme pianos just falling right on. No. Oh. Can you imagine he does those trio of suplexes into those, able to reverse there. Neru surviving. The trio of those suplexes into those thumbtacks. I don't think I would get back up after that. On the shoulders again, rolling through with Zangief. Feeling the effects on the spine. Neru walking around, lurking. Maybe saying, I need something to equalize this, because right now it is slightly in Zangief's favor, but instead of getting an equalizer, she gets more thumbtacks, and Zangief sends her into the steps. Chest and body first. We already know that she's got torn muscles in her arms and her chest. I have to imagine her abdominal region is not going to be feeling too good after this either. But able to roll. No. Neru gets hit. No, doesn't get hit by Janice. Janice almost flies into the front row into that kid in the front row. That would have been bad for business, but I digress. I do digress. Neru trying to, oh my gosh, actually looked like she was trying to stretch a little bit. She's really actually feeling this pain. And Zangief is coming in here at 100% no injuries as a beast incarnate. Toss to the side. A man who lives for the fight. Stood back up again. Oh, wait a minute. Reversal by Neru. Reversal of the signature, I believe, by Neru. And send Zangief not into... I thought she was going to send him into the barricade. Instead, send him into the ring. Realizing I need to get whatever I can done in here. Oh, but no. Oh, avoided all of those thumbtacks, thankfully. But a trash can is back. Neru's already been through the ladder. Don't forget that either. Trying to roll back to the outside. Pull herself back up in the corner. But no. Oh, her thigh is just resting. No, her thigh's resting. No. Oh, wait. She got out of the way. She got out of the way and Zangief body splashed all those thumbtacks. Oh my gosh, they're in his trunk still. Oh no. That was exactly what she needed if she's able to hit her signature into the thumbtacks! Oh my god, a sicko! Disgusting, despicable, and this time she actually lands that Baka Lariat and he flips into the thumbtacks. In his beard, dude. Burns resiliency, Neru has fought back in this battle. Oh, but she flipped herself into the thumbtacks this time, and Zangief is ready for it. No, twisting around. No, not into the... Oh! On the edge of that pile of thumbtacks. 1, 2. She kicked out? She didn't have resiliency. She kicked out. She was trying to pluck, it looked like a couple of thumbtacks from the top of her head. It didn't get the, like, full pile, but it was at the very end of those thumbtacks. He spun around with that pile driver, disgusted. Elbow drop right afterwards. He even hurt himself with it. You can see the thumbtacks literally in man's skin. Goodness gracious. Calling for Neru to get back up. He is now an animal who's been enraged. We still got 0 falls. Neru able to slip behind. I think the size of Neru might be a slight advantage in a fight like this. Maybe. Goes up, goes over, pops up, and oh my gosh! I don't know who had hurt more because she got that was all on her back, dude. That was 100% on her back. Trash can to the head, begging for Zangief to get up. She said, "I'm not done." I would think what she's really saying is, I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm a sicko. She has shockingly enough, the support of the people. The audience has really been rallying behind Neru in this set of open challenges. The trash can has been the main event player in this matchup. They both keep going back for it. And Zangief says, yeah, I don't need it anymore. No thank you. Runs back after Neru. Stomp to the legs. Neru right now, you can see she's very quick to pick up these body head injuries. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a random arm injury at this point because she's hurting that bad. Still able to kip up, still able to fight on, which is crazy. She might be indestructible and undefeated at this point, but she has been defeated regardless. A big chop, a heavy hand to the back, and another one just a mounting heavy mammoth-sized strikes to Neru. I'm surprised she's still, I was gonna say getting up. She reversed the sig. That's what's saving her. She's able to reverse the signature. Zangief is in a purple state. He can't reverse anything right now. He's just gotta predict what Neru's gonna do. And predicted he did not. She sends him into the table. A big chop on the big man. Still sends him down. Gets a steel chair. Takes her from one of the commentators. And just bashes on the body and the leg. She's going sicko mode. We've seen this before. But Zangief stands back up and catches a clothesline onto that steel chair. And what is this outside the ring? We've seen it inside. We've seen it in the thumbtacks. And now we've seen it going insane. Oh, man. Kind of a sicko Falcon's arrow. Rolls back in. Zangief caught some more thumbtacks. Honestly, that was a sig rolling into the ring. That might be enough for a fall here. It is not. It is Zangief that we're talking about. Keep that in mind. But Neru's got 2 finishers. And it looks like she may be down to use one right here, right now. Suplex position. Suplex, I think, actually just narrowly avoided. Ooh, she didn't avoid the thumbtacks, though. She's slow to her feet afterwards. Zangief still took the brunt of that fall. Now, come on, Neru. Dragging him into the thumbtacks. Doesn't get the full impact. Wanted to drag him onto the thumbtacks, but instead, here comes that IRC elbow. It lands. Pushing the other thumbtacks into the chest. That's 1 fall on the Zangief. Yo, I don't know how she came back because early game she was having a bad time. Zangief literally almost destroyed. Oh, wait a minute. Almost destroyed her skull. Wait. Baka Lariat too. Y'all. 1, 2. Kicked out. Neru frustrated, so frustrated she drove her hands into the thumbtacks, unfazed but still mad about it, realizing, okay, this is a big strong man. One more like hit from him. No, drags her back in. And I think Zangief might be more angry than anything at this point. Neru able to fire back, jumps back into the ring, but jumped into a big hit. And a spinning pile driver onto Neru. Oh my gosh, her neck. 1, 2. Resiliency's burned on Neru. She's still alive. Honestly, with so many injuries, with so little stamina, I thought to myself she might just not kick out. She might just be a goner at this point. A door has been brought into the match. Literal furniture. Spine buster into the tag to the back of his head onto the door. trying to pluck him out of his body, and still unable to stand up afterwards. Oh, Neru, no, 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 no. Again, she's tried to do that, I think, 3 times. Has never been able to hit it on Zangief. That is a common move in her arsenal. Lifts her back up. Oh, no, no, Neru, Neru. You gotta reverse her, or else you're gonna have a face full of door! Knock, knock, who's there? Not Neru after that. Zangief, goodness gracious. Admittedly, what a specimen. Looks around, puts her upside down, and another double-handed strike right to the back. Surprised he hasn't. Oh my gosh, Neru literally shaking. I don't know if you saw like her arms. No, 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 Zangief, come on. Zangief, dude, come on, Zangief, there's no reason, dude. There's absolutely positively no reason Neru escapes whatever fate Zangief had in store for her. Wait a minute, I actually don't know what was just popped at that point. I have no idea what was just popped up, and I'll tell you what, oh my gosh, a little, dropped directly on his brains, but again, Neru too exhausted. All of these matches have put so much of a strain on her body. She could not capitalize, and it might be enough to give Zangief. I'll tell you what, if we had a 100% Neru, I think she might easily take the W on Zangief, but this has been a struggle. This has been an ordeal for Neru. Another rope, Zangief does still have that finisher, but Spine Buster onto the door break? I didn't know it could break like that! She had a Spine Buster onto the door with such force that it broke without being set up anywhere. It just shattered. What on earth? And she finally, no, still is not able to hit that move. Still was not able to hit that move, dude. What is going on here tonight? Zangief said, okay, you put me through furniture, I put you through another ladder. And, oh my gosh, we're bringing out all the hardware, all the tools. Zangief ducks under the ladder. I'm still worried about the steel steps that are in the ring. That's bothersome to me. Zangief goes into the ring for another weapon. What is this? A table? She threw the wrench, but it did not hit Zangief. Must have been the lack of proper eyesight, and she still can't hit that move on him. She tried so many times in Alabama Slam. Nice counter by Zangief. Just dust his feet off, saying, all right, this is going to be light work now. Janice in the hands. Not many people have been able to actually hit Neru with Janice. She usually says, that's my weapon, and it wakes her up just like it did right now. That's like, this is my baby. Janice is hers. Look at that reversal. Oh, no, 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 no. Popped onto Janice! Oh, dude, all of these, every single match that Neru's put on, there's been a spot that I've just been like, ooh, no! And I think that was probably it for this one. Although smashing literally through the door that was on the ground is pretty good. That one's up there, but still, dude, oh my gosh. Man, Neru. Zangief actually backed against the steel barricade there. That was enough to keep him from going where Neru wanted. And now look at that, still posing with the thumbtacks in his body. No, 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 no. Oh, into the thumbtacks. Oh, dude, I don't know where she's gonna land is my problem. From this last suplex, popped up and down. She was out of the thumbtacks. Zangief's actually so tired now too. He's got to crawl into the pin. No, he rolled out of the ring to get a pin on a Neru who tried to get up, but finally had to lay down for 3. It is 1-1, and Zangief at this point in time, no, I thought he was, I was gonna say I thought he was about to get the other set of steel steps, and he didn't, but now that he has, wait. I didn't even know she had a Baka Lariat on lock! Wait, that was out of nowhere to me! Oh my gosh, 1! Two, she just beat Zangief. Dude. Let's talk about this. Look at this. First and foremost, Neru has to be concussed. Dropped her on the corner of that ladder, but then look at that. He claimed that strength, and this we were like, oh, she's about to perish. The back of her head going into those thumbtacks again. Tossed her all the way around the ring. She was like a, I don't know, something limp, like a soggy biscuit. Or a soggy slice of bread. That's what she was like when she was getting tossed around. Got her for 3, but the second he stepped in there, I didn't realize that she had a Baka Lariat on lock, and she hits it. Takes Zangief down. Now, that instant replay little session only really showed the last 3 moves, but this was, at the very least, a pretty sickening match. Oh my dude, there's literally a thumbtack in her neck. It is literally in her neck right now. 2! There's one on the side of her neck too. Neru, come on, girl. Man. Okay, take me back over. Give me the stars. Now, y'all. Neru. I know that we've had open challenges where, you know, one person has just only lost once, and I think that was Mizuki. That was before we had, I think, fights on Rebellion too. So in terms of most wins in an open challenge, I think Neru has that in the bag. In terms of most injuries in an open challenge, I think she's got that in the bag too. Medics are gonna go check her out right now. I'm actually gonna go and close my door because the AC is definitely about to kick on and I don't want that to fuzz out the audio. But we will go on with our show. Man, oh man. Okay, one gruesome match to one that'll probably be less gruesome, but I'm excited to see who comes out when in this Gauntlet Eliminator because it will determine who comes out last in the men's golden ticket match. We have, you know, I'll go through our list in a moment, but when I was going through this list of people setting up this matchup, I realized one person has a lot of accolades, and if they win this thing, they've kind of they got something going on. Anywho, I digress. Let's talk about it as the stars go. Our entrance is on. I don't know. I never really know. 2K. They are. Give me the stars then. Y'all know the rules. It's Gauntlet Eliminator. It's standard times. They're gonna come in every like 30 seconds or a minute or whatever. And out first is actually the person I wanted to talk about, so this is kind of perfect. We can talk about this man's Dr. Robotnik, a fake king. He comes down to the ring. And I think more notably, he has an accolade at all of the major live events except for Ticket to Paradise. And I guess you could say, no, I would actually say he has an accolade at Brawloween too. So let's talk about it. He won the Rumble. Went on to win the championship at AV Mania in the ladder match. He is a former Mr. Royal Crown at Valentine's Violence, and I believe he lost the title at Brawloween, but then went back to win the title and get a solo on the line. So maybe he doesn't have an accolade at Brawloween. You guys can check on me that. But he has had a championship match at Brawloween, so that's something. Pulonia out at number 2. This is a massive robot. And Sandrone actually recently coming to the AWE. From what I've been told, she is not I don't know if she's a full-time wrestler. She said she came for her robot. I don't even know how Pulonia got here without her consent. But when we told her Pulonia was scheduled for a match, she did some maintenance and apparently, you know, Polonia's here. We'll see how that plays out into the future of Polonia's career in the AWE. I know he's been kind of hanging out with Athena most of the time. He, Sayori, and Athena have been very good friends. They hang out backstage. But tonight, it is Big Man versus Big Robot one-on-one. Not even Pulonia can seem to take down the massive... I don't even want to say the massive body. It feels like the ego is what's keeping Eggman up, to be honest. Headbutt right to the back. Pulonia kicks him away. This is, and what I'm talking about here is this is a possibility of how the match could start at Ticket to Paradise. This match, I believe, will be going on night... Uh-oh. Of course. Third Law. We just learned the Third Law is in this match this past Friday. Won a last chance gauntlet match and goes right after Eggman. And here's the thing. In this matchup, we are going to have 2 members of the Third Law. Security Juniors also yet to come out in this match. They might be buddy-buddy in. Oh my gosh, Spine Buster. Wait a minute, they're working together against the Third Law. Okay, I'm here for it. Yeah, they know. Never mind, that was very short-lived. I was gonna say, they know, y'all, they know. Rolled out of the way. Went for another clothesline, nobody's home. There's only 6 people in this Gauntlet Eliminator, so we were gonna, oh. Well, back-to-back, or maybe the Third Law already talked about it and said, hey, every man for themselves. Because it looks like a big boot immediately to, hey, you know what? If they got some turmoil, that's good for business. That's good for me and it's good for everybody. We saw Security Junior this past Friday have a conversation with Nahida. Nahida is essentially, it boiled down to, you'll never follow your father's footsteps. He would be disappointed in you. And she, you know, she's still grieving over the loss of Security. And I think we all are a little bit, but if we all are, you gotta imagine that Security Junior is too. So I'm hesitant to say, you know, he deserves terrible things to happen to him, but I can still call him a traitor because he literally is. Yoru actually just won your finals for the fan votes. You voted Yoru in. He is the tag team champion of the OCs. Will not be defending the tag team championships at Ticket to Paradise, but once we render control back from Shingo Lamingo, maybe they will be defending those titles right after Ticket to Paradise. We will see. Clothesline by Eggman as number 6 is about to walk in. The last man in this matchup. A big fan of Arrow, apparently. The one and the only Randall Keith Orton, the master of the RKOs. Oh my gosh, Security Junior just got dropped onto that chair. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. 2 down as Eggman was a super kick on Pulonia. Randy steps into the ring. Stares to 8. You know what, Randy? Hit Security Junior with an RKO. I'm here for that. Go ahead and get your RKO in. Or maybe punt kick him if you really want to. Maybe he doesn't. You know what? Yeah, he may deserve a little punt kick. Maybe knock some sense into him for real, for real. Eggman's got that purple bar down, and now everyone seems to be trying to tank the big man in this matchup. Honestly, we got 2 real, like, the makeup of this matchup was kind of interesting. We got two heavies. One that's definitely more of a giant style, but the other one just a powerhouse. We got Randy Orton, kind of an all-arounder. We have a technician, it feels like, in Third Law. We know that Security Junior can be a little bit of a powerhouse, but also loves to jump on the ropes. He's a little bit of a high flyer too. Last time we saw Security Junior in the chamber, did a lot of flying off of the ropes and flying off of the cage. And were this, you know, Security Junior from prior to the trading incident, I'd be all for it. Like, in my brain, I know I should be excited to see Security Junior in that matchup because he was awesome in the matchup that Amy Rose won and became United World Champion at Fight Before Christmas. But oh, how things have changed. Pulonia, however, popped up and just sent Security across the ring. Beats on his chest, and Randy goes for the pinfall saying, okay, I'll take that one. That's mine. Just one. Yoru handling Third Law. Yoru has been And I think Yoru's an interest. Everyone's got a little bit of a, not an interesting story coming into Egg Carrier, by the way. Interesting story going into this Ticket to Paradise match. Eggman wants to kind of complete his collection. He's got Rumble. He's got the crown. He wants the briefcase too. And it's a good little turnaround because last year his daughter was, oh my gosh. Last year his daughter was actually the one carrying the briefcase. You need to chill, Yoru. That's crazy. Although I was going wild when Midnight was doing it, so you know what, you do whatever you want. And this year could be Eggman. If we look at Security Junior and I guess Third Law White, they kind of want to just, I guess, did they want to take, I don't know what the Third Law's like. I don't know what their deal is, really. For real, Yoru's trying to choke out Eggman over there. Pulonia getting out of submission on the outside. Randy had an incredible one-on-one match towards the end of a Gauntlet Eliminator with Robbie Rotten. Has not had a lot of time to show what he can do in the AWE, but those of us, oh my gosh, skull-crushing finale. Those of us who know what this man can do know that he is one of the greatest of all time, but you don't want to let him hear voices because he might be punching you right in the skull. Eggplant to Security Junior. Mwah. That's money. Security Junior's been getting bodied this matchup, but still kicks out without resiliency, huh? Can't say I love that. Yoru wants to follow in the footsteps of his idol, Golden, the current AWE All-Star Champion. Golden last year was an OC who went into the Golden Ticket matchup to follow through and win the whole thing. Inevitably will cash in on Amon and make his reign last for a whole, 2 minutes and about 49 seconds. Steps into the ring. Yoru's dealing with that with Pulonia. And I want to say Pulonia is an interesting case because Pulonia doesn't have, the highest stakes in this matchup. But on the other end of the Golden Ticket match, we do have Athena and now, as of this past Friday, Sayori in that matchup as well. Two of Polonia's friends, question mark? Oh man, German suplex. Two of Polonia's friends, we'll say friends, associates, they hang out with Pulonia. And Pulonia follows them. So I assume they have some sort of relationship and a pinfall out of the RKO, that's one. That's two. No, the referee got hit. That was a slow count. If only it could have been faster. That's unfortunate, but I do want to point out now, everybody's feeling a little worse for wear. Outside of Yoru, and I want to point out, if Yoru's able to win this thing and come out last in the chamber match, that's big news. That is a major, major news. Could be great. For Yoru specifically, and I think that's pretty much everybody in this matchup. They all have a little something that they want from this Golden Ticket match. And right now they are kind of tearing the ring apart, if I'm being completely honest. Look at all of the weapons all over the place. Now, there may not be a moment in the Golden Ticket match where we have all 6 of these competitors in. There's a world where somebody could come out at number 6 and somebody or another, 1 or 2 people are already gone. Super kick, thought that was going on Pulonia, instead that went right into Randy's face. Yoru's doing very well. Could that all change with just a couple of back-to-back finishers? Sure. But right now, another sleeper locked in deep on Security Junior, who may actually have to burn now. No. Yoru lets it go. But calls Security Junior back up. Yoru does have another finisher on lock. And another sleeper hold back-to-back on Junior. Yeah, put him to sleep. Let me tell you, that man's already felt like he's lost some oxygen in his... You know what? Because of that mask, I think actually Yoru's having trouble actually locking that sleeper appropriately. A kick out, no resiliency burn, but Eggman does. Eggman, the giant in this thing with the purple bar, by the way, is the first person to burn in this fight as steel steps from Yoru go right in the face of of Third Law White. Suplex there. Randy goes one-on-one with Pulonia. That's not a sentence that I ever thought I would say. Into the ropes. ran into him. Has Randy Orton ever RKO'd a robot before? That I don't know, but he might not have the chance because now there's sledgehammers going right into the gears. This thing is going to need some maintenance after this. As Pulonia rolls out Randy. You're not going to jump. Randy, you don't do a springboard. Chill. He's trying to hype up the audience to either, to either jump down or step into the ring. Randy, I know who you are. I know what you are. You are not a high flyer. That was never going to happen. Yoru standing right back up. Here's the thing, Yoru is still the freshest opponent here, but that might be changing. Oh my gosh, got attacked by both Pulonia and Security Jr. Big chop to Randy. Pulonia looking, trying to decide which member of the third law to attack, but now they might be going right after him for 1, 2. Resiliency's burned on number 1 and number 2 in this Gauntlet Eliminator. Clothesline. Right on to third law. Yoru learning. Oh my gosh, the steps, dude! There's a lot of strength in this matchup, apparently, because everyone's just out here throwing those steps. Usually we see people, like, drop them on somebody, but 2 times in this matchup already, we've seen them get yeeted. Randy, however, rolling up Yoru. 1. Just 1. Randy came into this thing number 5. He does not quite have a finisher built up yet, but that might be changing in a second. Scoop slam! Classic Orton in the middle of the ring. Has a signature, has a finisher, and drags Yoru center of the ring, and it looks like we're getting those classic Randall Keith Orton stomps to every ligament that you have. From right behind their Security Jr. He's got 2 finishers on lock now, Randy. If he gets a 3rd, he might be going to punting season. I just want to point that out. That is what people in the chamber are actually going to have to watch out for. Hold on, we got a stunned Security. No, stunned Yoru, actually. Security's dead right there. I'll tell you what. Popped up on the shoulders. Randy's rolled to the outside. Everybody except for Yoru and Pulonia have finishers. And it looks like Security may be taking down the Eggman stopped himself. But gets rolled through. Yoru's now not looking as hot as he was a couple of seconds ago. Eggman eliminated by Security Jr. And now is going right after Pulonia too. Goes to the top rope. Dude, can you... Oh! No, he was actually going after Randy. Randy stepped out of the way. And an RKO to Security Jr. Let's go. Get that man's pin Security Jr. SJ, get out of here. Oh my gosh, a German suplex to Yoru. Yoru does not have resiliency right now. Kicked out at 2.9. I thought that was it for Yoru. I thought he actually didn't kick out. But because of that, it looked like actually third law may have saved Security Jr. by doing that pin when we thought it happened. Now, there's a lot of debate on the identity of the third law white. I think the highest working theory right now is Taka, given the attacks on Pi and Mondo, you know what I mean? But something still doesn't sit right with me exactly, because why would third law white, if it were Taka, then go after, or I guess agree to, oh my gosh! Yeah, dude, they are really just throwing these stairs in this matchup. These guys, we have like a very brutish, 6 competitors in this one. We might see some real damage happen to the chamber pods and such in this chamber match on Friday. Stepping back in and stepping through the ropes. Went for a big chop there, lifted up and dropped down. Right on the knee. Orton clapping up, saying, "Get over here, Pulonia." Knocking the robot around. They gotta focus on these members of the third law. Admittedly, stomps to the back of Yoru. It is now really anybody's match because look at how beat up everybody is. Everyone's hurting bad. Finishers without resiliency could end this thing in a moment's notice. And I want to point out, even though 4 of them still have resiliency, 2 of them don't have it built up right now, being Security Jr. and the third law white. Popped up, and oh my gosh, he sent Security Jr. flying. Jr. just went, wait a minute, and look at this. Randy Orton with that Hangman's DDT on the ropes. Got him. Busting open and bloodying that man's But a reversal right back by Third Law White. And a sleeper hold on Orton. Y'all don't tell me. It's like they're all working together against each other. Moonsault. I think Security Junior was actually going for Pulonia, but actually ran through Third Law White. Elbow drop to the heart of Pulonia. That's got to be it for the big man. 1, 2, 3. Pulonia eliminated and Yoru catches up. Randy's going to be alone in there with 2 members of the Third Law. Yoru survives. And another one! Wait, get him. Get him. Get that man. Get that man. Quick. Get him quick. Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2. Didn't burn. Head injury didn't burn. Knocked him senseless, may have knocked him out, didn't burn. We're down to our final 3. Third Law White, Yoru, and Randy. This could be the scene at Ticket to Paradise. In the corner. Baseball bat in hand. And a shot over that into a backstabber right afterwards. Interesting little combination there. Can't turn your back on anybody in this fight, and now Yoru may be going for the pinfall on Third Law. At this point, it's probably resiliency. Randy still has his, though. 1, 2. And it's looking good for the Apex Predator. The Viper, Randy Orton. Reversal. And a power bomb. And goes after Orton right afterwards, but Orton in a fireman's carry into a Samoan drop. That's not his dynasty. But he may be putting away Yoru right now for 3. It is Orton versus Third Law White, who just got hit, I think, with a finisher or signature. Turned him around. And you gotta imagine it's gotta be it for this master hoodlum. It's gotta be it for this man's, and it is not yet. It doesn't look like it. Randy taking his sweet time. I'm sorry, Randy? To the top rope, Randy? You? Well, color me surprised. Baseball bat. Tosses it right afterwards. Gets a baseball bat back. Stands up. Knocks him around. Oh, Third Law White able to save it, but just barely. Keep in mind, Randy came into this match last. There were short intervals. So it doesn't really necessarily matter all that much. But an RKO, it's all over. Call it. Came in at number 6. He might do it again. Because he is entering the chamber match last. 4, 1, 2, 3. Randy secures spot number 6 in the Elimination Chamber Golden Ticket match. That being said, it is a different beast inside the chamber. He may walk in, and we've seen this happen to entries who come in at number 6 before. You could walk in and walk directly into 3 finishers, and your night could be very short. We'll see if that happens at Ticket to Paradise, but Orton, he's won chamber matches before. In fact, he won a chamber match in 2026, didn't he? Look at that, goodness gracious, reverse chokeslam on the Security Junior into that chair. Third Law gotta be frustrated with themselves. They were not working together in this fight, and it doesn't look like they'll be working together quite so much as we thought. Maybe going into Ticket to Paradise, they still have a 1 in 3 chance to win the whole thing based on strict number odds. But you gotta factor in the ring IQ of the Viper, Randy Orton. And look at this. Great reversal from Yoru, but then had to focus in on Randy, who took him down, and then went right after Third Law White. This could be the sight that we are looking at Ticket to Paradise. A bloodied but victorious Viper. Could it happen? It could. Thankfully, he didn't get 3 finishers. Someone might not have made it to Ticket to Paradise if he punted their heads clean off. You know what I'm saying? I digress, though. Randy, best of luck to you. and to the whole field, except for Security Junior in third law. Worst of luck to them. We'll see how it plays out at Ticket to Paradise. Randy will be entering at number 6. Unless 2K does a 2K, which it may in fact do. But we will set him to number 6 and we'll see if he comes out last. Let's find out what kind of match these 3 teams will be fighting for at Ticket to Paradise. Over the past couple of weeks, we had 2 triple threats featuring the 3 teams that'll fight for the tag team championships. I'm talking Crack the Whip, I'm talking Cherry and Mona, and I'm talking the Black Sheep. Now, Charizard and Von Karma both picked up victories, and so they got to decide the match in full. What do they decide? Let's find out as the stars go black. And out first, you know what's interesting actually? Neither of these teams actually come out together. You know who does come out together? The tag team champions. They admittedly used to not. That much is true. It seemed like On got them more so on the same page than ever. But I'll tell you what, we'll see how it all plays out. Mona out first. So they had a lot of options they could choose, and they still are going to be choosing some things. But they specifically said elimination matches are what got us here in the first place. Elimination matches are what made it so you 2 teams could sneak into a championship match. They said it's gonna be 1 fall. From what I... And here comes Jerry. From what I was told, they are going to be hard focusing on Haru. They said they are going to make this the quickest tag team title retention in Ticket to Paradise history. Which is crazy, but possible. They said, we just need to pin the one girlie who's not resilient enough to keep fighting on. And here's the thing, that's gonna be everyone's idea, but because it's also not elimination, everyone's gonna be gunning for her, and the one person who does it will take the victory. That being said, somebody else could get pinned. Charizard and Von Karma, they feel like they're going to be able to run this matchup how they like it. They said they've never been super great at elimination matches. Tonight, however, I'm sorry, Ticket to Paradise, it will be Extreme Rules, and they said they will decide what is under the ring. Single fall. See how it plays out. And speaking of the little horsey who's got no resiliency, she is running around. Okay? It looks like Cherry may have phased herself and Mona out of existence so they didn't get run through by this little horsey. I digress. Oh my gosh, hold on a minute. Haru's staring them both down. Okay. Has a little spunk. I think Haru realizing that if these are the rules of this matchup, she will be the biggest target in this match. Haru's got a lot to prove tonight. If Haru can at least get a pinfall in this matchup, or get the pinfall, the deciding pinfall in this matchup, or not be the person who gets pinned, she's got hope, because I think the only person she's ever pinned in the AWE is our current our current head, Shingo Lamingo, which is disgusting, but hey, that's getting handled at Ticket to Paradise. Furina. Here's the other thing. They said, Furina, we know you can last quite some time. We know you are resilient. We know that you, heck, might be able to last longer than the two of us, but it's not about being the last woman standing like it was in that match with the championship contenders. It is all about being smart and being quick, and to be completely honest, Crack the Whip proved that they were exactly that, what, 2 weeks ago, when Charizard was in the party, or I guess Charizard was in the match, Von Karma got a good distraction and allowed the pinfall to happen. In the other match, it was actually the other one throwing, I think, Cherry to the outside so a pinfall could happen. Ooh, goodness gracious, on Furina, so we'll see how this all plays out tonight. Two of these teams fighting tonight at Ticket to Paradise. It will be all three, the champions said, go ahead and tear each other apart as well. Their idea to have these two teams fight in the match they're choosing, saying, hey, go ahead and warm up. They can develop strategies, but it feels like Crack the Whip already has a plan. They already have a strategy. Trying to go underneath. Did not work out, but a drop kick over there by Cherry. Haru not feeling so great already. And honestly, neither is Furina. Right now, Cherry and Mona are decimating the Black Sheep. And it is I'm sorry. I was like, where's the referee? It is one fall. But as Cherry's realizing anything goes. Taking it to the outside. Wailing away. We saw Cherry was able to go extreme in a matchup against the IRC. And that's something to take note of. I mean, Sarah, whatever. But going extreme on the Neru, AWE's biggest sicko? Sure. You know, sure. I don't know how she's feeling tonight, if I'm being gonna be completely honest. She went through hell and through another ladder tonight. Hold on. Knee striker. Pushed away, and now those two are once again targeting Haru, who once again, as we keep saying, does not have resiliency, is not that strong. And she says it in her song, she's not the toughest, she's not the smartest, but she's not gonna give up. But sometimes you are gonna have to give up if you literally can't kick out. Or if the referee have to stop it because you literally can't breathe. Snap German suplex on a Haru. That's one. It's still not two though. Still not two. If I were Furina, I need to build some separation, and knocking Cherry's head against the post right there might have been the separation that they needed. Then tossing Cherry into the steel steps. Furina, it looks like she's woken up into another mode just now, and Haru is actually dragging Mona into the ring. Cherry actually tried to swipe the legs of Furina. Furina able to take a step back and a step away. Drop kick didn't land. It's like Haru had eyes in the back of her head. I don't think horses have that. Maybe it was just some sort of good hearing. Haru, what was that? She was like setting up for something crazy. She was like, y'all want to see this? Watch me work. And then just hit her in the back of the neck. I don't know, dude. I guess she is a horse. She should have. I wouldn't even think maybe incredible arm power. I think most of her strength actually lies in her legs. Oh my gosh. What are you doing, Cherry? It was just you and your partner in the ring. But right now, you and your partner are decimating the Black Sheep. Furina, though, with a sledgehammer, taking out both members of the opposition. Going for the pinfall. It's honestly still pretty early for the both of them. Furina does have a signature. Haru is struggling. Haru ain't got nothing, and she goes through a trash can as well. Furina tries to help her out, save her little friend. DDT, it's almost like Furina's fighting a 2-on-1 match, if I'm being completely honest. Pinfall, and that's how it's going to feel at Ticket to Paradise. Furina's going to have to do her best to stop people from pinning Haru. Because I guess everyone else will also be doing the same thing. However, there's only so much you can do at that point. Reversal of the finisher. And Mona is looking to align some stars tonight. That's all she wrote as she just stares over at Haru saying, this is as good as gone. One count on Haru. When this actually might be three on Furina, who just got a face full of knee. 1-2, kick out. The rules are extreme. You might not see the same weapons here tonight that you will see at Ticket to Paradise. Outside the ring, and kind of twisted Bliss-esque move there. Furina was watching, saying, I need to go and help my friend, but from behind, Mona actually knocked her straight out. Woo! Their whole team's about to not have resiliency. No, Furina kicked out without it. Kicked out without it. Okay. Yo, they're getting torn apart, dude. They're getting torn apart because here comes another. Stars align. Haru, you gotta get in there quick. You gotta save your partner. 1, 2. Took the slow road up the ropes. Oh, Haru, honey. Haru, girly, off the ropes. It's gonna be a... Haru? It's like her brain just broke, dude. Is girly alright? Oh, Haru, things are gonna get easier. Oh, Haru, things are gonna get brighter. I don't know if she okay, y'all. I don't know if she okay. Cherry gonna fix her or something. Good job, Cherry, because I was about to have to step in. Anywho. I don't know what happened to Haru, so I'm going to ask about that. I ain't never seen that before. That's kind of crazy. Slam down. Although there's been some weird things happening a lot in the last, like, Friday and tonight, to be honest. I don't like how that feels. That's almost like, it almost feels like a calm before the storm or something. But right now, it's, it's Haru getting, devastated. And so is Furina at this point, getting devastated by Cherry and Mono, who have been in really complete control of this fight. Low drop kick, stepped out of the way. Furina turning Cherry around. Wait a minute. Popped up into the knees. And hold on, reversal from Haru as well. This could be their opportunity. 1, 2. Kick out from Cherry, no resiliency. But on the other side, we're seeing Haru take out Mona, y'all. 1, 2. No resiliency from either one of them. And that makes sense to me because really this is the first bit of actual offense that this team has been able to put off. The Black Sheep have been desperately trying to make a comeback in this fight, and this may be the opportunity that they need. Furina handling Cherry on the outside. Trusting Haru to take care of Mona. I don't know if I would really be trusting Loser Horse to do that, but I digress. This is what I'm talking about. Loser Horse is now having a bad time as she gets wrecked. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to Furina on the... Oh, Haru is over there just, kicking out! Is over there kicking out, and she, adrenaline's up. Has adrenaline in her soul, rolls up Mona. 1, 2... Oh, no, not 2. Oh, well, okay. Now it's just... Okay, well, this ain't gonna be good either. 1, 2... Oh, kicked out. Okay. Furina is dead. On the outside, Haru, who was not quick enough to knock Mona off the apron, now may be suffering yet another... Wait a minute. Cherry accidentally stopped the finisher. And that is something about this matchup that I think they also took into account. It's going to be hard for Mona to hit the stars align kick. Haru now into the corner. They both are now focusing in on Furina. Furina actually able to take Cherry down off the ropes. We've seen this before. That's the move that won her the match. Mona and Furina were the last two. It is still one pinfall to rule them all. Mona's got 2 finishers and a signature, and I'm going to tell you what, she's about to have the win if Furina can't get up in the next couple of seconds. Wait, no. I just assumed that Haru was about to die. Actually, a reversal, and Haru's firing back. Mona lands rough on that ladder, but Cherry's there to help out as a stunned Haru may be looking at... No, Furina's there. I was going to say looking at a loss here, but still all right. Furina taking down Cherry. Mona has to come in to help. But Haru's already almost back on her feet. This team does still have a chance, especially since, wait a minute, Mona's getting brought down, but this time it's Furina who actually breaks up that finisher. I thought they were about to be on the same little area. This time, wait a minute. 1, 2, kick out. Cherry's down though. From a finisher, wait. 1, 2. Cherry burns. They have a chance. And that's a reverse DDT, and the leg got caught in the ladder. Hold on a minute. Are the Black Sheep gonna make another miraculous comeback? Is that gonna be their MO, their motto? Nobody's home for that elbow drop, as Mona says, your comeback story is over. Outside the ring, Cherry pops up Haru, drags her down, feet land on the table. Furina's getting devastated by Mona Magistus, Luminary. Wait a minute, that was the quickest, like, loss of stun that I've seen in a long time. Furina, okay. Alright, Furina. She's still getting rocked by everybody's favorite superstar as the stars don't align. I think Haru's leg got in the way of it. And because of that, oh! Cherry stunned. If they can, whoa! It's actually up to Haru! It's up to Haru, and Haru gets a head full of steel! Mona wedges it into the corner. She's the only one up. Furina slowly gets to her feet as she gets turned around and rocked with a knee. Wait a minute. She styled on her as she drops her face first onto the sledgehammer. All right, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 07's. What? Okay, now hold on a minute. Why are the girls now, why are they kind of cooking now? Hold on a minute. This is at first a massacre that's turned out to be a, we're still in this. Mona! She hit her high-flying move, but still Mona'd it by taking out her partner. Cherry's down. She steps into the ring, but doesn't get there all the way. Furina able to take her down. Cherry alone in the ring with Furina. Exactly what Furina wants. Cherry is the one who doesn't have resiliency right now, but able to slowly fight her way back. Cherry's not giving this thing up. They thought they had this match won. I thought they had this match won. It looked like she was going for Stars Align on the outside. I think Haru actually dodged it. And on the inside of the ring, took Cherry down. Haru's still running interference. 1, 2. Oh. We might have to talk about I don't want to say the resilience of Haru, but there were 2 points in that matchup where I was like, okay, she's cooked. Loser Horse got the shoulder up both of those times. This was early match when they were getting devastated. When Cherry and Mona were destroying Furina and Haru, the black sheep were getting their wool cut off. At the end of this though, look at this. Knees right to Mona. They were able to get a perfect moment where Haru, I think it was Haru who actually burned resiliency, and this is where I thought the match was over. I thought the match was over right there, and somehow Haru got the shoulder up. Look at this. 1, 2, somehow. There was one other time where I was like, I'm sorry, is she still okay? She adrenalined up afterwards. Gotta roll up. Nobody was home, and I think they're just gonna skip into the end after this next one to keep it a buck with you. I am shocked they got the win. Y'all? It was again Furina who got the pin, but I have to say, this point in time, this time, it is additionally Haru who was able to survive, dodge that that Stars Align kick from Mona, because if that kick landed, Mona would have been in there. Would have been there ASAP to help Cherry out, but because Haru actually dodged, they were able to pick up the win. That was a pivotal reversal from the loser horse. Are the Black Sheep actually potentially primed to win this thing? Probably not, because the tag team champions are watching, and they are probably just saying, okay, well, they pinned Cherry. Cherry's an easy pin. Haru's an easy pin. Neither of us are easy pins. We'll see how it plays out. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see how this tag team match is gonna go. Give me the stars. I think the one thing to point out about this is throughout everything that's happened, qualifiers and triple threat matches, Mona and Cherry are the only team to not pick up an actual win in the books. They earned their spot by pinning one of the tag team champions, but they never have won a match along this road. We'll see how that plays out. Gin wants to prove that he can be extreme tonight. Skeletor chose Extreme Rules because Gin is a master of having technically proficient matches. Skeletor says he is a technical master too. However, he will put you through a flaming table, he will beat you with a sledgehammer, and he will tear you apart. That's something he knows Gin can't do. That's what he's biting on to try and become AWE champion at Ticket to Paradise. Gin wants to prove him wrong in a fight tonight against someone who he's chosen as a star. So. Go black. One-on-one. No holds barred. Anything goes in this fight. There is our AWE champion Gin, and let me tell you, while that championship was the championship editing in 2K26 is a little bit janky, but I got it. It took me some trial and error and a little trick on one thing, but I digress. Anywho, feels like that game is still almost held together by some Lego pieces and some duct tape. But we are leaving. This is the last show in 2K25. Huh. Anywho, Gin, your AWE champion, will be defending against Skeletor at Ticket to Paradise. Skeletor got to decide the match by beat the clock rules. He got beat by Iroh, but the person he selected for Gin was March 7th. He chose Kyutaro. A man who's beaten him before. I don't know if this is a great idea. Gin only narrowly beat Kyutaro at the fight before Christmas. And it was mostly because Kyutaro said, no, we're not winning this thing by countout. Sure, I could do this thing by countout, get a stipulation, and make sure that I beat you. But he walked back in and said, we're doing things the right way. He almost got to Gin again. But instead, Uncle Iroh had a fantastic student versus master match. Kyutaro was like, okay, I would really love this 1v1 again. He says, I can do anything that to you that I want. Gin says, do whatever you must. But he said he's going to be doing the same. It is no holds barred. Anything goes. One-on-one. And it's on. Spin kick doesn't land. But Gin gets pushed away early. Gin saying, now hold on a minute, hold on, wait a second. Maybe doesn't quite know what he got himself into as Kyutaro plants him down. Kyutaro probably realizing, hey, there's a great opportunity for me to say, hey, if I beat him now, people aren't going to remember Ticket to Paradise. They're going to remember Gin losing right before, I'm sorry, they're not going to remember the fight before Christmas. They're going to remember Gin losing right before Ticket to Paradise, and I might be right back in that title picture. My name might be right back in there. Could not earn himself a spot in the golden ticket match, but tonight could pin the champion. Getting that arm back. Gin, as we said, is going to have to prove that he can be extreme to beat Skeletor. Right now, we're not seeing extreme in Gin. Roll up. We're seeing that technical prowess as always. Technical prowess, I don't know if it's going to win you an Extreme Rules match. And right now, Kyutaro is starting to prove that, saying, get out the ring. You're not going to beat me like normal. And Kyutaro saying, you said I have to get extreme with you, prove that you can handle an Extreme Rules match, and 2 hits from the very muscular to Kyutaro. The kendo stick shatters into Gin's leg, and right now Gin is looking real bad. Real bad. Still might not be 100% after having a fight in March one-on-one, which is a battle in its own, which we will see Marin do at Ticket to Paradise. Not for the sake of her streak, but for revenge. Marin has officially lost her cool dude. Kyutaro. Oh my gosh. Single-handed choke hold. And it's actually, oh my gosh, a choke slam. Did you see how limp he was in the hands of Kyutaro? This is bad for the champion. It is bad for the champ. Off the ropes. Big splash again, but Kyutaro goes head first in the mat. Low drop kick, but Kyutaro kicks him away. Again, lifted right back up. Oh no, are we already looking at the signature from Kyutaro? Gin is in danger. 1, 2. No resiliency burn, but the boy's in trouble. He kips up, but he might be kipping up, almost kipped up right into a burger bomb. I want to point that out. Kyutaro's still standing up. Tells him to back away, saying, you wanted this. And it looks like he's gonna get it. Burger bomb. Tossing Gin across the ring. That might be resiliency from the champion it is. Kyutaro steps back outside the ring saying, this is supposed to be extreme. Gin goes and gets a whole table. And sets it out on the outside. Gin almost knocks it down. Runs around himself. Gin has not gotten any weapons. Has not gotten a single weapon. They fight outside the ring. There's not going to be a 10 count at Ticket to Paradise. It is going to be weapons. It is going to be mayhem. It is going to be bedlam. Wait a minute. Pushing Gin away. Kyutaro weaves out of the way. Big boot sends the kid down. And a headbutt. And it looks like that might have hurt Kyutaro a little bit more than it hurt Gin. It looks like his head caught the ground too. So back up. Gin in the ring. Kyutaro stepping back in as well. Misses that knee, and that knee actually was enough to get rid of that purple bar. Gin could have used weapons to do that, but he didn't. I think Skeletor might have been onto something. Gin is not extreme. Up on the shoulders, but he is in extreme danger of losing this matchup here tonight. One that he asked for and asked Kyutaro's help with. Knee strike. Gin goes outside of the ring, but does not go to get a weapon. Still focusing on using his technical prowess, and maybe, I was gonna say maybe Gin's plan is to prove that he can win this match without the need of weapons and say, hey, technical prowess can win an extreme match. Popped up and powerbombed down. Kyutaro's so close to having another finisher and another signature. Gin is gonna need a reversal. He needs a prayer at this point and gets the legs up. Runs into Kyutaro. But Kyutaro plucks him up. Gin from behind. Turns him around. Cat's claw lands. Kyutaro's taking basically no damage since the onset, but still able to kick out. No resiliency. Gin, you are going to need some help, dude. You're going to need some... Oh, what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't need it? Standing and swinging Kyutaro Burgerberg. Turns him around. Tried to hit the cat's cradle, but instead may be going flying. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Burger Bomb time again. Gin gets planted, sent all the way across the ring. Champ's down, dude. 1, 2. Woo! Hold on a second. A reversal from Gin. A pop-up! Firebomb! Powerball. Powerball. Fireball, powerball. Mixed up all the words there, but what's not getting mixed up is Q-Taro, who kicked out at 2.5, had no resiliency. Q-Taro suddenly turned around. Cat's Cradle may have to tap out to this move by Gin. Doesn't have resiliency. Hurting pretty. He does have it now. He doesn't burn it. Does not need to burn it. Gin, you need to get a weapon. You wanted this fight to prove that you could be extreme, but right now all you're proving is it a ticket to paradise. You may be victimized as another burger bomb into a cradle pin. 1, 2. Well then. Well then. German suplex to... Hold on a minute, y'all. He's gotten 0 weapons. But he is fighting back in this fight. Try to drag Q-Taro. Gin is still in some trouble. Big knee strike right to the forehead, and Q-Taro going under the ring again to say, alright, I didn't want to do this. You're still not getting any weapons, so I'm going to continue getting some myself. You got to keep in mind that one strong weapon strike can be enough to end a match, and Gin's learning the hard way. Q-Taro just taught him the hard way because now Gin is stunned, and there's nothing he can do. He's unstunned now. Power, oh no, he's gone again. Oh, his head bounced against the turnbuckle. Gin. 1, 2, 3. Gin didn't want to prove that he could be extreme tonight. He wanted to prove that he didn't need to get extreme in a matchup where anything goes, and he almost proved that until Q-Taro brought out another weapon. This was not a, I'm going to prove it to you. It was a, Gin just learned the hard way what's going to happen if he does not follow through and use weapons at Ticket to Paradise. Skeletor will. We have seen Skeletor in a matchup of this style. We have seen Skeletor beat up and brutalize. We've seen Skeletor put people through flaming tables. He can do all of that to Gin. If Gin doesn't have the moxie, the temerity to go under the ring and get something to use to help him win the match, his championship reign is as good as over at Ticket to Paradise. Goodness, that was an awful burger bomb too, dude. The back of his head colliding with. Did you see the? It went boing 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 after that too. That was like Q-Taro pinpointed him there, dude. Oh my gosh. Q-Taro just got his win back against the AWE champion. But with the match type settled at Ticket to Paradise, we may have just seen your future former, I was gonna say, I suppose, AWE champion get put down. I don't like that for Gin. I don't like that at all. He did mount a great comeback. Q-Taro got, I think, to red head, yellow body, but that burger bomb into that bottom turnbuckle, Gin might not even be 100% going into Ticket to Paradise after what we just saw. And Skeletor is going to be ready for him. That being said, let's see who's entering last at Ticket to Paradise. We got 6 ladies, 1 goal, and that goal is to stand tall and stand last in this fight. It is Amy, it's Mizuki, it's Rise, it's Ruby, it is Sayori, who just earned the spot, and it is Athena. 6 competitors, 1 goal. And several stars going. Black in our main event. Shut this guy up. Who's out first? Oh, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, Athena is here. She has admittedly made a pretty fun splash in the AWE. An interesting start. Showed up in the Valentine's Finding Love Rumbles at Valentine's Violence. She did not win, but put on a star-making performance and found a new friend in Pulonia. Lost to Pulonia the next Friday, I believe. But after that had happened, they were picked up by Elfelt to go and stop the date of Sayori and Punch Up, and we all know how that went. Ever since then, she has been making her mark, making her strides, hitting some mood swings. And now she's entering Golden Ticket, and her first opponent to oh man. Depending on the outcome of this match, this could be how Ticket to Paradise starts as well. Two friends. One-on-one. Sayori, you should have seen her face. I know that right now she is... she looks like the medical team patched her up quite a ways, but she lost a lot of blood this past Friday. She looked like she had been through a war. And I'll be real, being number 13 in a 20-person Gauntlet Eliminator is pretty much a war. To win the whole thing from number 13, that ain't too bad. But now she's got to survive 5 other competitors to potentially earn her golden ticket. She actually won one of the Rumble matches that we were talking about. She has actually been an all-star when it comes to either Rumble style or Gauntlet style matches. We'll see what she's able to do tonight. She is going one-on-one with her friendo for the first time. Yeah, for the first time, these two are going one-on-one, at least to start off this matchup. It won't last for too long. May last longer at Ticket to Paradise if they start off with number 1 and number 2 again, not for nothing. But early doors, it looks like Sayori is taking it to Athena. Elbow drop to the back, Ticket to Paradise, and once again, this Friday night at about 6 p.m. Eastern time for night 1. Night 2 will be Mizuki. Boom. Kick out. Night 2 will be at about 1 p.m. Eastern time. Ooh, okay. 1 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. 2-night event. We'll go through our long list of matches, I guess momentarily. Hold on a minute. Uppercut to the back of the neck. Now has to focus on Mizuki. An uppercut as well. Couple uppercuts. I didn't know she was an uppercut galley. Good on her. Good on her. Good on her. Oh, look at this. Pushed over and scoop slammed. Kind of not really a scoop slam. It was kind of like an open scoop slam. It might have just been some sort of slam. I don't really know. Goes underneath. Over top. Mizuki. Didn't really take too much damage, but in number 4 is Reset. Athena, who came in at number 1, has taken the most damage so far, but this is just to kind of break up everyone coming in. The intervals will be a little bit longer at Ticket to Paradise. It won't be 30 seconds apiece. It'll probably be something closer to a minute and a half to 2 minutes between each of these ladies coming in to get some real damage flowing. That is great, I suppose, in the sense that you might be able to work up some finishers for the next person coming out, but it also means you're taking a fair bit of damage. We'll see how that plays out at Ticket to Paradise. Going after the arms, Reset off of the ropes. Goodness gracious! Oh, caught Athena out of mid-air! Did you see that? Caught Athena out of mid-air to do that move. As Ruby is here, Ruby has only had a handful. I only had 1 match that went to completion at Ticket to Paradise. Was hired by Shingo Lamingo, literally just to spite Neo. Man, and Sayori on the outside goes into the steel steps. Athena not too happy about it, goes right after Ruby. Ruby, goodness gracious, yanking at the neck of Athena. Now, from what I've been told, Ruby, all around decent human being. I think human being. I actually didn't hear her a human being. She might not be a human for all I know. As number 6, we already know who number 6 is then. From Ruby Rose, to Amy Rose. Clothesline from behind. Mizuki is down. And now that all 6 of these competitors are in here, let's talk about all of them and what Ticket to Paradise could mean for them. And I want to point out, in terms of like in-ring experience, there's not a lot between these girls, which means this could be a very big career-making moment for any of the competitors in this matchup. We're talking, oh, roll through. We're talking Athena. We're talking Sayori. We're talking Rise. Oh, man. We're talking Amy. Look at this. There's a lot of roll-ups going in the ring. Up and back and right back and back and back. Mizuki has had her matches from all of these golden ticket votes. Ruby, as we said, had just had the one. Would have had a second one against Pulonia. Was doing pretty well in that matchup before getting attacked by Neo. Ruby has more, I guess, emotional investment in this matchup. Instead, knows that if she holds that briefcase, if Neo ever tries to go for a championship, she's got something in her hands. And Neo's been on the hunt for a world championship for the better part of a year now. Last year at Ticket to Paradise, she was in a triple threat match against Hina and Rinka, in which Rinka was pinned, Neo was not. Ever since then, she's had a couple of opportunities, but never able to capture the championship, though. Amy has held gold here in the AWE, the only person in this matchup who has done so. She has been United World Champion, and she has won a chamber match. Once again, the only person in this crowd who has done so before. Oh my gosh! Just silence Sayori and a cutter onto Athena as well. And Rise's down as well. I'm surprised Rise was the one who got pinned there. Big elbow drop. A thorn right to the heart. My gosh. Okay, and Mizuki's trying to do some damage. Rise sent down. I was going to say a lot of these ladies were actually in the Valentine's violence. Oh, wait a minute. Stopped that from hitting and got caught out of it into a wicked set of kicks by Mizuki. That was actually kind of wild, kind of incredible. And kind of brilliant, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Caught her out of her finisher into her finisher. A couple more kicks. Rolling through. As I was saying, though, Amy has been United World Champion, wants to be, Bebe kiss from a rose on the gray. She wants to be the World Champion. Will she be able to do it? Sayori did something just now. I'm not sure which power-up that was, but whatever it was, it might have doomed her because she's about to get hit with a kiss from a rose on the gray as well, Bebe. Wait, no, she stepped out of the way. Sayori with a reversal. And is taken down again by Amy, but instead Hangman's Haiku lands on Miss Rose. Amy Rose, to be more specific, because I can't say that because there are two Miss Roses in this matchup. Amy, who came in at number 6, is now Burn Resiliency. It looks like second in this matchup. I think Athena has as well. Mizuki taken down. Sayori. Mizuki turned around by Rise, and Rise, center down, center flying. Amy gets a chest full of the ring canvas. Oh my gosh, Athena! The back of the neck of Rise, but she's able to kick out. Ruby, desperately, it is Rose versus Rose. Going one-on-one in the corner over there, and right now it's Ruby who's getting the advantage on Amy. A shot to the head. Ruby, I think, may have just literally only knocked the bat out of Sayori's hands. She needed to do more because Sayori, I'm sorry, Ruby actually has 2 finishers and a signature. She ain't got to do nothing more. She might be able to just win. Not for nothing. The two of them look like they're working together against Amy Rose. Something that the third law couldn't do in the first match. It looks like actually Sayori and Athena were starting to work together there. Saying she hit you with that kiss from a row. Oh my gosh. Amy out first, but from behind right afterwards. She got the pin, stood up into the Hangman's Haiku. 1-2. Oh my gosh. No friends, apparently. No friends tonight. Sayori just eliminated her friend Athena in this matchup. Hey, I don't know what it is about Gauntlet Eliminators, but whenever they're like, you know what? I know I could not pin my friend, but I'm sure gonna. 1, 2, kick out. Rise survives with resiliency. Athena holding her chest, going to the back. Ruby jumping up. Ooh, goodness gracious, catches an elbow. Mizuki with a big old kick. Cutter! Oh my gosh, cutter onto that sledgehammer. Sayori, we know, is not at 100% quite yet. And I'll tell you what, she may be at 0% right now. She's definitely burning resiliency here. 1, 2. It looks like her injuries already are coming back on her face. She's already re-bloodied. And it's already starting to spill down her face again. Goodness gracious. I know Sayori doesn't want to be a sicko. She just wants to be a silly. But this AW is turning her into having to be a sicko, not for nothing. Baseball bat, though. Ruby is the one who's going wild in this thing. Goes off of the ropes, and now it's Mizuki who's in trouble. Elbow drop. That Rose has planted her thorn again. Wait. Sayori kind of stopped that from getting from hitting. Not for nothing. Shot to the back. Reversal. Rise is also holding at her face. She's also bloodied. Are all of them bloodied except for Ruby? Not for nothing? Wait a minute. Never mind, don't wait at all. Sayori from behind has no signature, has no finisher, is going to have to really work to get this thing done. Rise is very close to having a finisher. Outside the ring, Ruby is stalking Mizuki. Two musical sensations in this matchup, actually! As the job Sayori is feeling worse for wear, she gets turned around. And it looks like low-key a bow and arrow submission. Sayori gets out of it. Not down yet, but Mizuki might be on the shoulders. Rolled through. And she's banging on those drums. She's making music right now. Goes for the pinfall. And honestly, that might be it for Sayori. That's 1. That's 2. Not enough, huh? Ain't enough. You saw Ruby get out of the ring. She said, okay, you know, I don't need any part of this. Huh? Popped up, sent her down into the pinfall. Sayori's gone. Sayori's out of this thing. It is down to Rise, it's down to Ruby, and it is down to Mizuki. And I'll tell you what, Mizuki's having a bad time. Ruby's having a great day. I don't know what it is with Ruby, but Ruby is going a little crazy in this matchup. This may have been what we were going to witness when Ruby was going to go one-on-one with Pulonia up until, wait a minute, slam down. I was going to say up until Neo decided to get herself involved. 1, 2, kick out. Honestly, kick out an early 2. Off the ropes. Oh my gosh, leg drop, and it looks like it actually hurt both of these competitors. It might have hurt Mizuki a little bit more, and Mizuki does not have resiliency right now. That could be 3, not enough. Not enough. I was gonna say, the card of people that Mizuki had to get through to get here, intense. But she was able to do so. Climbing up to that middle rope. Big frog splash from the middle rope. Rise might be done and dusted soon. Ruby's got a signature 2 finisher. She hits the sig. She's got a trio of finishers ready. Oh my gosh, went for a cutter. Rise reverses. But Mizuki's right there and may interrupt this. No, actually uses it to bust Ruby open. They work together against her. She has no resiliency. She still kicks out. And saves the other shot for Rise. And now Mizuki might get the honors of putting Ruby Rose away. Whip through into an arm bar. Getting those arms back. Resiliency is still not burned. Rise celebrating, saying, okay, now that they're doing their thing, I'm going to get them. And she might just do so. She almost has a signature. She's got it now. She just has to turn around to see Mizuki waiting there for her. Is she going to be ready? No, she's not. As these hits land. that combination set for 1 for 2. Rise burns. Rise burns. Mizuki. Oh, is this gonna actually be a figure 4 leg lock? It might be. She's holding on to the foot. I don't think she ever like properly locked it in as a submission. She was just saying, I'm gonna do some damage right now. 1, 2, was it enough? I thought she might have done it enough to make sure she couldn't kick out. It looked like Rise had to force the shoulder up. Had to force the shoulder up because she couldn't kick out because of what Mizuki literally just did. Roll through, trying to steal one on Mizuki. 1, but just 1. And sledgehammer to Mizuki as well. Rise, once again, does not have a signature or finisher lined up. She was going to have to just put the fight to Ruby. And Ruby, who was looking excellent a second ago, is now looking a little bit worse for wear. Especially as this set of combination kicks lands. But look who's there. It's Mizuki dropping Rise. And dropping Ruby. But Ruby rolls out. Ruby rolls right out as Rise gets decimated by a sledgehammer. Stood up. And are we going to see that running knee? Yep. Into that bulldog. Oh my gosh, her body onto the sledgehammer that was perfectly propped it up. 1, 2. Rise out of here. It is Ruby Rose versus, oh my gosh, from behind, knees into the head, into the mat. Mizuki going wild here tonight. And takes down Ruby Rose and looks to enter the chamber last for 1 for 2. Resiliency, it's not over for Ruby. Ruby at the very least does have 2 finishers. Kick to the back. Sledgehammer in hand. Went for a shot there, nobody home. But Ruby's about to be not home as well, spun around. Ruby did a lot of the work in this fight. But I'll tell you what, she's about to be the one who may be laying up staring at the lights for 1, 2, 3. As another, no, not another armbar. Yeah, another armbar. Another armbar locked in. Not a Jujikatame, but a different style of armbar. Yanking that wrist back. And Ruby just forced to deal with it. She is really going after the arms. Sacrifice right afterwards. She's setting up for this. She's setting up. She's like Shin Jr. out here setting up for these arm bars. Man, oh man. Sledgehammer in hand, wailing away at... Oh, wait a minute. She went for... I don't know what she went for there, actually. Not for a finisher. But it wasn't enough because with a couple more hits and one more hit, she'll have the finisher. Ruby almost stunned. Mizuki stunned Ruby. Ruby unable to roll to the outside, which means, y'all, I think this may be the beginning of the end. Mizuki is something fierce. If you didn't know her before, she's made sure you know her now. Yanks her back. Sends her down. Pops her back up. And getting set to enter at number 6 in the chamber. After putting away Ruby Rose. With that set of combination, no! Reversed, but able to catch Ruby on the way down. Ruby rolls outside the ring. Still has life. Still has an opportunity. As trying to yank Mizuki down. Mizuki still standing up. And takes Ruby. What a... Yo, I don't think I've ever seen anyone stop themselves from getting yeeted. That is 1. That's 2. And Mizuki gets it off of that. Entering the chamber at number 6. It is Mizuki. That, okay, I'm glad they showed that spot, dude. Rise catching Athena out of midair with that was crazy. That was a nuts. That was one of the best spots I've seen in this game, period. I didn't even know she could do that. That was crazy. Like, oh, no, I got you. Incredible job. This match was, at the start, like 90% Ruby. But once Mizuki shifted into that gear, she made it known that this is her match and she's coming out last. she's looking to hold on to that golden ticket. That being said, coming out last does not guarantee you a victory. It has won a couple times in golden ticket history, but not every single time. I would be interested to see what spot has won every single golden ticket match. Maybe I'll have that stat ready for Ticket to Paradise. I'll probably look that up. Anywho, I digress. Ticket to Paradise is in just a few days. This Friday, night 1. These ladies, I believe, are going on night 2. They'll be our night 2 chamber match. The men will go on night 1. This could be Miss Golden Ticket. If she is, you got to imagine it's because of her performance tonight and taking down Ruby Rose. As we go on, this was Rebellion. Going out last is Mizuki. Kyutaro decimated the champion because the champion could not get extreme. Gen's got 5 days, to figure that out? I think it's something like that. We'll see if he's able to do that. 5 or 6 days. I don't know what day he's going on, actually. We'll see eventually. Haru and Furina fought their way back. And here's the problem. I think if Crack the Whip don't win this match quickly, like they said they're going to, that gives Haru and Furina the opportunity that they can have to do what they said and do what they did tonight and fight their way back. They are the most resilient team in this triple threat match. Mona and Cherry are just going to figure out some middle ground. We'll see if it is able to play out. Randy Orton will be coming in last in the chamber match as well. And lastly, I don't know if Neru's okay after that match with Zangief. I truly and sincerely do not know. I'm not sure she's going to be okay. That is our show. And ladies and gentlemen, Ticket to Paradise is right around the corner. Stars, please. As we have now sunset WWE 2K25, all the titles were made, the arena's made, the tickets are made, the briefcases are made, and I'm about to go to Hawaii. So until then, why don't we talk about it? Shall we? I believe that we shall. Thank you. You can turn that off because Ticket to Paradise is right around the corner. And what does that mean? It means your predictions are probably not open today. But if they are, man, I really grinded to do that. But they will be open tomorrow because I will actually be out some of today, so I realized that I probably won't have time to do that. So tomorrow it probably will be. Neru is with her Down with the Cygnus Open Challenge. Amy, Ruby, Athena, Rise, and Mizuki, and Sayori will go on just like we saw earlier. They will be your Night 2 chamber match as Eggman, Randy, Security Jr., Pulonia. Yoru and Third Law White are going on in your first night chamber match. Both of those matches for the golden ticket got a whole year to cash in on a world championship. As per your votes, Majima, Peko, and Monica will be facing off in a triple threat match for the United Bull title. It is all Yakuza, exactly what Majima wanted. You'll love to see it for him. As you saw earlier, as I've been actually texted recently, it's been approved that Mr. Tenna will have a match at Ticket to Paradise. Queen is going to find him an opponent. She will likely be in his corner for Ticket to Paradise. I would assume so at the very least. Tartaros will have his final match in the AWE, and it will be inside Hell in a Cell. I also need to point out, Neru's got 2 open challenges on night 1 and night 2. Keep that in mind. Punch Up, Ninetales, Dante, and Shin are going to have a fantastic Fatal 4-Way Fight Forever title match. I don't know what kind of match it'll be. The wheel will decide. March 7th, and Marin in the other Fight Forever title match, which will be on, I believe, night 1, and I think it might main event night 1. We will see about that, either in main event or semi-main event. Night 1, Marin is not happy. There's a Marin who's lost her cool in a March who seems a little unsure of herself. Hina and the Repairman will be fighting off against Arrow and Sakura in a tag team elimination match. If Sakura and Arrow do not win, Sakura will be forced to let him in. This has been developed by Hina. Yes, I don't know how I feel about this, but you know what? It's on the card, so it's gonna happen. All times, we'll go 2-on-2 with Alhaitham and Pi. Pi, who's trying to find the feeling. Alhaitham, who's trying to help him get there. Surprisingly enough, they may hate each other, but they may be tag team champions at Ticket to Paradise. As we saw earlier tonight, it will be the Black Sheep and Cherry and Mona. And the champions crack the whip in a triple threat Extreme Rules single fall tag team championship match. As we move on to our world titles, we will have Sage, Elfelt, and Aiba for the AWE Championship, Golden, Ryoma, and Makoto in a triple threat match for the All-Star Championship, Gin versus Skeletor in an Extreme Rules match where the $1 million question is, can Gin get extreme? After tonight, that question's gonna linger in everybody's minds for a fair set of days. We'll see if it's able to happen. And lastly, the main event of night 2. Not lastly, I suppose. The main event of night 2, it will be Hu Tao versus Rinka versus Bernice versus Yukiko for the All-Star Championship elimination match. However, it's also truly for the fate of the Flame Tribe. And I know that's the fate of the Flame Tribe, but we're also talking about the fate of the AWE. Maskoto versus Shingo Lamingo. 1-on-1 for the control of the AWE, and it will be the second match on night 1. As Maskoto says rather, to make sure that she fades into obscurity. I also don't know if I said this one. There is going to be an Inferno match. I think I skipped that one to save it for closer to the end and just skipped it altogether. And I bet Sprinkles was probably hoping that I didn't say this. I didn't want to say it, but it is an Inferno match for the Scorched Earth Championship. Representing Samugi, the champion will be Sprinkles. Splendid will go 1-on-1 with Sprinkles as he faces 3 of his traumas. Splendid, Fire, and the Wrestling Ring. I don't love that, but it has happened, and it will happen at Ticket to Paradise. The worst part is, even if we seize control back in the second match, we can't stop that match from happening. A contract has been signed. It is not looking good. We will see how it all plays out. I am the United States Aviator. I am taking off until Ticket to Paradise. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching. There's a world where the one more match might pop up. We have a spot for one more match. We'll see if it does. For right now, though, Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.